Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Cal. We it.
Yes, sir.
Turn my mic up a little bit. Turn Geno mic up too. All right. Give me a hand clap because we are live right now. Buffalo Wild Wings. Right here in LG. Spittin game without a G. Live from Buffalo Wild Wings in LGS. I am your host, LJ TV Coach Toe, whatever you want to know me by. And I got my man sitting here. But I missed you last week, bro.
Yeah, man. I had went to Delgado, man. Caden Joseph kid I coached at Landry.
Okay.
Sophomore night. So, went to show my support for him, man.
Yeah, you had to walk him down for
walk
senior
across.
night, huh?
Yeah, man. That's my
up,
boy.
man.
That's my boy, man.
That's my man. That's the big kid, right?
Yeah, yes,
big
sir.
Kid
Yes,
played
sir.
at LB Landry. I like kid. Caden is Caleb got developed. You did a good job with him.
I appreciate that, man.
You did a good job with
it was
man.
a project.
Yeah. He still is.
Yeah.
Still
man.
is.
Raw talent, though.
Yeah.
Raw talent, though, man. Great
Coach
kid.
Geno, I see you got your car gear on. I know I got the car
bro.
Cougars in the building. Coach Perez is on here. I see you, my dog. We're going to get to them in a second. I see you got your car shirt on. We're going to wait till we get to them. We got a special guest in the building.
I had to wear.
I'm not going to lie to you, Coach Geno. I did a bracket for the 25-26 season, and my bracket is over with. Kev, give me a bomb or something. What you got for me, Kev? Hey, bro, my bracket is busted. I'm going to jump right into that D1 non-select. I see Zachary, North Shore, Neville, and Denham Springs still hanging in there. We also got Natchitoches Central and Central Baton Rouge.
You got Rustin on the bottom of that bracket.
And we got Rustin in Parkway. Rustin is my favorite to kind of pull it up. Did you know if Rustin played Zachary this year?
I don't think they had the opportunity.
You can move your mic up too.
I don't think they actually had the opportunity to play each other, but I can see that being a state championship.
That's
game,
that's kind of who I had in my bracket, if I'm not mistaken, right, Kev? I think I had Rustin.
But I'm gonna roll with North Shore, though. I think North Shore can upset. I think they can upset Zachary.
Wait, hold up. Rustin is the.
No, I'm saying no. North Shore.
I'm sorry. North Shore. North Shore is the 9th seed playing Zachary at Zachary. Zachary, number 1 seed.
Yeah.
That's a tough pick right there, Geno. What you see in North Shore like that?
Same thing I saw last night in Kennedy. They got a bunch of seniors.
Senior leadership on the North Shore team?
Yeah.
North Shore always did keep a nice little squad right there, but you got them going to Zachary and pulling it off.
It's going to be hard to win as Zachary, but I just feel like they battle-tested, man. Last year they had a great season with a first-round exit. You know what I'm saying? They lost the airline last year first round.
Right.
But I feel like this is a shot.
This is a shot?
Yeah, this is a shot. Yeah.
Wow, coming from that 9 seed, got to go to Zachary. That's a tough task right there. Turn your mic up, Kel.
They played each other.
They played each other already?
Yes. North Shore lost to Zachary. The final was 49-65.
Ooh, 49-65?
Yes.
That's tough right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
If they played, it had to be early on in the season, though.
It was the 9th game of the season.
Okay. Now, for them to have to go back and try to get that win, that's tough right there.
Yeah. But you got to think about that.
You see something.
Early, I like that North Shore team, man.
Okay.
I like them a lot.
You like them a lot?
I like them a lot.
Shout out to my my sleeper team. I've been talking about them a little bit this year. The Destrehan Wildcats, number 13 seed.
Yeah.
They lost to Denham Springs by 3. 58-55. Denham Springs going on to play Neville, who surprisingly got an upset. They popped Westgate, the 5 seed, 12-5.
That's nice.
And Neville is going on to the 3rd round. Surprisingly, Neville not really known for having smoke in basketball. We know they got kids.
Last time, they lost. They made it to the Final Four. That was 2021 was actually Turknam senior year. We lost to them at Neville that year, and they ended up losing to Carver in the Final Four. But it's like they've been flirting with being pretty decent, almost getting over the hump of basketball for like the last few years. But, we all know Neville's a football program.
Right, exactly. And I got to be honest with you, shout out to the Destrehan Wildcats. I like that team right there. Tough team. Ended up losing by 3. Shout out to them, man. Denham Springs is a tough team. They got the win on them at Denham Springs by 3 points, 58-55.
Yeah.
So We're looking at a nice little quarterfinals right here. You got North Shore with the upset. We're going to have to make sure we go back on that next Wednesday and find out what happened.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead on and move on. Shout out to that D1 select break. Kev, give him a hand clap right quick. All right. That's D4 non-select. No, I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go D1 select, or you want to wait?
We can wait. We can get to that one. We can wait to get to that one.
Wait for that one?
Yeah, we're going to wait for that. Because
I see
you get a lot of bang for your buck in that one.
D2 non-select. I see you got your call shirt on.
Yeah. You know they D1. So yeah, we gonna wait.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna save that conversation. Okay. That's for D1.
Yeah, that's for D1.
So we on D2 right now.
Yeah.
Can turn your mic up so I can hear your mic, and also I need to hear your tears from last night, Coach.
You don't need to hear.
Oh my God, the Kennedy Cougars be shocked. Cam, give me a hand clap right quick. Yeah, I know that.
It was a great game, though, man. Like that game last night, just to be there and be a part of that game, man. Like
in the building.
I don't know, bro. I had to catch myself because it was moments when the kid number 3 for Kennedy was lighting it up.
7-3.
I'm standing up.
It was 8.
I'm 8.
It was 8.
I'm standing up throwing threes up with him. Like
Yeah.
man.
What would you say his percentage was? Somewhere around 8 for what?
I'm gonna say
8 for like
about 8 for 9, 8 for 10. He shot about 8.
No, indeed.
I promise
No, indeed.
If I can remember, he only missed like seriously.
Been like 8.
Kyrie, get on this live, Kyrie. You know you went 8 for 10.
No, seriously, he only missed like 2 shots.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way.
And
you got to go at least 13.
I promise. And I was mad at them because they waited too long to go back to him. That's how he missed his first shot.
So you mean to tell me the great Coach Mitch, championship coach, championship staff,
Yeah.
let a kid just get hot on them?
Stop. It wasn't a let.
I wouldn't say he let him do it.
It was not a let.
What Cab said last night, Lake Pontchartrain. It just was the rim was that big. The rim was that big,
He
bro.
was shooting in Lake Pontchartrain last night.
Man, hold up. You know what? Coach Pat, come here for a second, bro.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Come here, Coach.
There you go.
Come here, bro. Coach, give him a hand clap right quick. Get in here right quick, Coach. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So we talking about last night.
Coach. Yeah.
We talk. This
Right
is.
on
I don't know if
time,
y'all
right
know who
on
this
time.
is. A lot of y'all know who this is. This Camzo. This is my man,
Camzo.
Coach Pat. But this is Malik Lonzo's father. Give him a hand clap right quick.
Yeah, that's indeed. That's the man. That's the man.
I saw your video, Coach. Oh my God. Oh my God. I like what you said. You said that point guard number 2 was going to keep the turnovers down and control the pace of the game.
He said,
tell me how the boy can control the pace of the game and only had 10 points.
Malik has an extreme high basketball IQ.
Mm-hmm.
He was always able.
You good?
He was always able to control and dictate the pace of the game without scoring.
Mm-hmm.
And he took in the nickname of the floor general. Made him a class first guard coming up.
Okay.
And that's where it all came from.
Coach, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. For sure to lose this game shocked the world, but I was telling Kev it's going to be tough. Go ahead, Geno.
It's not shocking.
It's not shocking?
I don't know why people keep saying that, bro. I'm playing 5 seniors. Like, they've been playing varsity since freshman year. They play together in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these kids know each other.
Right.
I know where Yellow gonna be at when he cut.
Right.
I know where Kyrie gonna be at. I know if I give Joe the ball right here, it's a bucket. And what's crazy, Malik had 2 turnovers. One of them I felt like it wasn't a 5-second count.
Only 2?
And the other one was maybe because of Jackson bumped him a few times, but other than that, he had 1 turnover. I can't lose basketball games turning the ball over 1 time. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Hey, that's 70% of the battle. 70% of the battle.
Coach. Shout out to Coach Bird. Coach Bird had a little bit of an illness, had to step away from the game. My man Ant steps in.
He did his job.
That's my man. And give Ant a hand clap, please.
He did his job.
Shout out to my dog Ant, who I love and hate at the same time. I can't stand him, but I love him. That's my guy. What you saw in Ant last night? What you think Ant did last night, Coach?
Hey, I feel Ant showcased he's ready to be a head coach.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh.
Hey, great analogy.
Hey, I'm looking around the city and the job openings, well, not openings, but opportunity as far as the level of coaching.
Okay.
He deserves a spot somewhere.
Wow. Ant did a terrific job last
Man,
night. What you saw, Geno?
Hey,
he had no flaws
let me
last
interject
night.
real quick.
Go ahead.
For a parent to say that about an assistant coach is powerful.
Okay.
It
That is.
It really is, and that kind of goes to. It speaks to what they got going on over there at Kennedy.
That's true. That is true right there. That is true right there, Coach. Because you are a parent.
Yeah.
You watch your son go through his program for 4 years.
Yeah.
And it then took over in arguably the biggest game of the season.
In the midst of a fire.
The biggest game of the season, and steps it up. Coach, do you think Kennedy got to run in them? I mean, it could be a fluke. They got to go to what? They got to go to Washington Marion next week. They got to go to Washington Marion next week. Washington Marion put a little whipping on our Carver Rams. Nice shout out to our Carver Rams. With the score, they beat Carver 66-53. 13 points. So not really a whooping. 13-point game right there. Coach, y'all won last night by 6. Talk to me how you feel about going to Washington Marion trying to get a win.
Hey, honestly, man, I'm more worried about Shaw than Washington Marion.
Oh, no indeed.
And the reason of that is
No indeed.
I know these guys, and I don't think Washington Marion gonna be able to keep Malik out of the lane.
Right.
Okay.
Paint touch is important.
They're definitely a big team.
Yeah, that's what they have. Height.
But with the strength of the Joseph kid,
Elijah.
Elijah,
talking, you good.
they definitely have the muscle to keep them off the boards. Washington Marion can only beat Kennedy by out rebounding them.
Yeah.
Are they bigger than Kennedy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They're extremely bigger?
But they're not stronger.
they're not strong. That's 6'8", got a kid that's about 6'5".
6'8"?
Yeah, but
He's real active too. To be 6'9", he runs around.
yeah.
He's 6'8"?
Yeah.
Kennedy ain't got a kid on the team 6'4".
But Washington Marion don't have Joe.
I watched Joseph shut down the number one big in Louisiana last year by itself.
By itself.
No help.
Joe a grown man. Joe
man.
Joe came in here that did pay for his own food and everything. Joe a grown man. I don't think Joe got a job too. I think Joe got a job.
Guess what? He played grown man basketball.
He played grown man basketball last night.
He made
Man,
his
no,
presence
and Joe's in foul trouble early on in that game.
I was telling Kev how I had picked Kennedy to win the game. And I was telling them because of the fact that no red was going to be tough for Shaw.
That's a big valuable.
Yes, I think that was going to be extremely tough for Shaw. I was telling him about having the babies carry the load. Fanuel, Chris, who's all world. Chris is all world.
Yeah, but that's
a lot on their shoulders. Go ahead, Coach.
That's the difference when you have a team full of seniors playing against a bunch of kids, and none against the Shaw team.
Yeah, of course not.
I got 5 kids who's been playing varsity since 9th grade. Fan, this is new to him, the guy number 0. Balin, this is new to him, number 15. Cinco, this is new to him, number 5. Claire, 2 years of experience. The guy who has the experience didn't play, which is red.
Right.
He's actually a senior on the court, but he's a junior in class because he's been starting varsity playing varsity since 8th grade.
Absolutely.
He had the experience.
That's a good point, Geno. That is a very good point right there. I'm not going to lie. Give Geno a something like that. That was awesome, Geno. Terrific point. I didn't think about it like that, but you are absolutely correct. He's a senior on the floor. Camp Zoe.
Sir.
Can we kind of give credit to the Camp Zoe AAU program for the development? Are you good? You can say hell no. You good?
No, I'm not saying no hell no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying hell. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hell yeah. Coach, can we give a little credit to Camp Zoe? Talk to me about development in that Camp Zoe AAU program, which is name of the AAU team is Camp Zoe, right?
Yeah, well, we train at
FDLS right now.
But the AAU team is Florida Elite.
Florida Elite, okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that development piece. And you watching them boys come from 13, 14U. And it's the same team that is one win away from going to the Final Four.
28.
Hey, that's why I'm not surprised, man. I've seen them upset teams on the circuit multiple times.
Yes.
They're used to winning games. They expected to lose.
Right.
So that's why it's definitely not a shock for me, man.
Coach, I told Kev that in order for Shaw to get to that championship game, they was gonna have to go on a magical run coming from the 11th seed. But my biggest thing is this. Okay, you say they could beat Washington, Marion, cool. But guess what, Coach? You got Peabody maybe sitting in the gap waiting.
Neutral site, they could beat them. You just can't beat Peabody at Peabody.
Yeah.
Well, you got to go to Peabody. Well, no, right, you don't. Neutral site.
I could beat you on a neutral site. It's just
Geno rolling tonight. Give Geno another sub. Geno is rolling tonight. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Neutral site, Peabody at Lake Charles at McNeese State University. You are absolutely. That is a great point. That is a great point right there.
And Bird's familiar with them. He played them 2 years ago in the playoffs, so it's not unfamiliar territory for Bird.
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
they mobbed
And guess
our
what, guys?
Booker T. Washington Lions by 30.
they're too young.
Guess what, guys?
They mobbed them by 30, 69-36. They mobbed them by 30. Shout out to Booker T. I'm looking for a better season for them next year. I will continue to have smoke for them.
This Peabody team,
Huh?
they only lost one game.
No what?
Peabody, yeah, they lost
They
to
only
they lost to Alexandria. That's the team
Only
beat.
lost to Alexandria.
Yeah, but if you look at their schedule, and none against their schedule, like the hardest team they probably played outside of Alexandria probably was Ruston.
And they beat Ruston?
Yeah, they beat
Peabody beat Ruston?
Yeah, they beat Ruston.
They did.
Well,
They beat
I guess we
Ruston.
might go ahead and get Peabody the ring this year, right?
No, we ain't no.
Ruston one of the best teams in the state. So nobody's going to say exactly. Nobody's going to say about Ruston one of the best teams
Are we
in the
going to
state.
say they're the best team because they got the kid?
One of the best.
Because they got the kid that's 6'8". That's why.
And they got the awesome Darren Ford, Mr. All World.
Yeah.
One of the best teams in the state. And they beat them. I think in my bracket I got who I got win this championship, Kev, in my bracket, do you remember? I think it was Madison Prep.
They just struggle with McKinley.
McKinley 54-53.
Ain't overtime if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh. That's interesting. Shout out to McKinley winning their game. Give McKinley a hand clap.
Like,
I didn't have McKinley winning their first round game against Vanderbilt. And they won that by 7.
Vanderbilt Calic not that team we used to seeing over the past the past few years. They have probably like 1 or 2 seniors on that team this year, but that McKinley team, another team that's full of seniors right now. And you play Madison Prep, they in your district with you, so I played you twice this year already. Then I come back and play you in the playoffs, so I had a shot at beating you.
The defending champ still hanging. Bishop Hannon, they still hanging around.
They gonna be around.
8 seed, they still hanging around. And we ain't talking nothing about Hannon.
Who they got?
And they still in the playoffs. Coach O was out.
They have Madison Prep.
There you go.
Hannon gonna always be a threat, man, because they so systemized and well coached, disciplined, and they solid.
Yep. I like golf.
Your son on the team, Paul. Before I let you go, your son is on the team. Don't sit up here and be biased with me, Coach. Can they win a championship?
I haven't seen Peabody this year. I definitely feel like Kennedy going to Lake Charles.
Yeah, I agree.
They gotta go to Washington, man. Quick, keep talking.
I haven't seen Peabody this year, so I'm not gonna jump the gun. Probably do a little homework.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like Kennedy going to Lake Charles.
Kennedy going to Lake Charles. Get that a hand clap right quick. Get that a hand clap right quick. Coach, before I let you go, talk to me about the development with Cam Zoe. What you got going on in the East, bro? All these boys you got is ballers. But I'm talking about your boys, point guards, leaders. I don't want you to put it out there early. Where my man going, baby boy? Tyreek. Where Tyreek going? What you thinking?
He made a decision, but
He made a
I don't
decision?
want below his cover.
All right, don't say that. Ooh, y'all gonna do a whole announcement?
Yeah, Moulton gonna host some.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that kid. But
yeah, man, for the camp, it starts with a mentor, a father figure, man.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah.
Give him the buy-in, to love the game.
Yeah.
Learn some structure, some discipline. Then we go into basketball.
Yeah.
Once they buy in, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
The whole
That's
part
deep.
is getting them
That's
to buy
deep.
in. And people always wonder why it's so easy for me to recruit. It's way deeper than basketball.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
A
That's
lot of
deep.
people don't understand them conversations at night,
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
after the gym.
Yeah.
Might be a 5 for 5.
Yeah. When is that?
Hungry
Yeah.
coach,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right,
they
Coach.
Remember all that.
Yeah.
They
Some
Yeah.
daddy stuff.
And
Say it
it's coming
again?
from a great
Some real life daddy stuff.
Yeah.
Real life.
And they come from a great place when you're doing it for the kids. Like if
Yeah.
you ain't looking for, oh man, Coach Zoe, Coach Geno did this for the. Nah, man, don't even let nobody know I did this.
Right.
The kids respect that more than anything.
Right.
And last but not least is the standard too, man.
Yeah.
I built the standard of development to where
Gold standard.
I appreciate it. A standard to where, they won't be excellent. They won't hold up to it and be great. And that ball on the string, yo-yo fam, and that's what we have. That's what we have, man.
Would you prefer to stay on the middle school level and develop, or would you really want to be a high school head coach?
Right now, I heard you say it, man. It really rung a bell. I think I want to stay middle school for a nice amount of time. Cause I feel I can really help the city that way,
Nah,
I'm clapping because I was hoping that's what you was going to say.
He do a great job, man, having kids ready.
I really want to do that. And, not trying to send them all to one school.
Yeah.
I'm trying to send them where they're going to fit. They're going to get opportunity.
Yeah.
And make the league back competitive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's I appreciate you for that. Hey, can we give him a hand clap?
I appreciate that. Yeah, I said that to you because I really believe that, Coach. I mean, when I just know what type of moxie that you bring to the game, and you talking about being out there in Eastern New Orleans, where people is, not gonna say where people look down on that community, look down on those kids, think everybody's a gangster, and here we got somebody like you that's pouring into them, not just having them playing basketball, but turning them into hoopers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We talking about some good kids coming from under you, Coach. So to see you at a middle school. I mean, to me, that was the best hire that Moulton could have ever made, which would be any middle school that would hire me. That would be the best decision that you could make.
I like that. Just throw it out.
I agree.
Development and all that. I try to master that. I try to really pour into the kids. I like the way you do that, Camp Zoe. I like that. Coach Zoe, I love you to death. I always talk to your dog. We tell you that. Much respect, much love. I appreciate you pulling up. Give my dog a hand clap right quick, man. You want to leave the people with something you get out of here?
It's not much, man. Something that kind of bothered me.
Please, go.
Is opportunity.
Yeah.
We got to open up some of these gyms. And we got to put people in place that's genuinely care. It's not about the dollar. We need people that really love development, love kids, and great fathers too.
Come on, man.
And with that, we'll flourish, man.
Come on, man.
We'll flourish as a city.
Yes.
So that's something I always wanted to get off my chest, and this platform gave me opportunity.
Yes. Open the doors.
That's deep.
Open the gym, please, man.
That's deep.
I appreciate that. Get that hand clap right, Coach. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, Coach. Check this out. Before we move on, we got Uncle Parental about to step in for a second. Appreciate you, dog. Love you, bro. Next week, too. Because we ain't done. Yeah.
It's a privilege, dog.
You know what the people waiting on, Geno.
Yeah. Second,
you know what the people waiting on.
To none.
They are waiting on Division I select. Clap that up right quick. Uncle Parental, get ready. Because when we get to a certain team, I got to get you in here. Geno.
Hey.
I want to pull up my bracket. I want to say who I picked to win this championship.
Terrible.
You saw it in the barbershop the other day. You saw it. I'm not going to say it just yet. I'm going to wait to post my bracket. But my bracket is looking real close.
It was solid early on.
My bracket, I got a couple upsets in my bracket. I'm going to jump right to it.
Yeah.
St. Aug lost last night. What the hell is going on, Geno?
I told you, I don't care to talk about St. Aug.
Purple Knights lose last night to Captain Shreveport.
I watched the highlights in the game that Big Easy posted. I felt like they underestimated them dudes.
They did.
I felt like, and to their defense, since they say I don't care for Center, I don't like it.
Go ahead. I'm going to let you clean it up how you want. Go ahead.
But to their defense, coming off that bye is hard.
Oh.
That's hard, bro.
I know you lying.
So,
And guess what? That was something that Geno mentioned last night.
I know you lying.
No, seriously. We were like, what's this game going to look like? And Geno brought up the fact that Shaw just come in, playing straight basketball, and Kennedy had to sit down
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Mm-hmm. How was that going to look? And then the conversation was totally different at halftime.
Yeah, because
I was waiting for you to fix that. I was waiting because I'm like, hold up. You ain't never said that about nobody else having to buy, and maybe that slowed them down a little bit.
Not because if you look at that Shaw game to start the game last night against Kennedy, Shaw came out on like an 8-0 run.
It was 6-0.
6-0?
6-0.
No, then I thought your boy had the Euro, Jackson.
Nah. Two big old threes. And I think somebody went to the line. Kennedy got their first buckets at the line.
Okay, so it was a 6-0 run to start the game. Then they went up 8-2.
Okay.
So they went up 8-2. But I remember our first year when Division I select and non-select started, we played Lake Charles College Prep at Landry. We was losing by 13 with 2 minutes left in the game. Like the whole game, we never had a shot at getting the lead.
Right.
Because of sitting down them 2 weeks, sometimes might be 3 weeks before the playoffs. You get to playing, that makes a difference.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that maybe what happened, but I feel like maybe they underestimated them. I'm the number.
I
I'm the number.
Along that line.
I'm the number 3 seed. We about to play the 14 seed. Theoretically, we supposed to be. We supposed to beat you.
I heard number 1 from Captain Shreveport had a real good game.
I ain't lying, bro. At one, so the first lead St. Aug had was in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. The score was 37-36.
Right.
From there, straight points. They had 3 free throws and they hit 3 threes. Went up 48-37.
Damn. That was quick.
Quick.
Kev, if you got a minute, pull up St. Aug schedule with the scores. Because maybe it came back and bite them in the butt that they don't never really score a lot of points. We got a lot of St. Aug games in the 40s.
But what St. Aug been relying on all year was speeding you up, making you turn the ball over.
Trying to outcoach you every game.
Yeah, but if I jump out early on you.
All right, I have that St. Aug schedule, and
what's the highest they scored this year?
I see 77.
77.
I see 84.
Okay.
84.
But that's probably blowout wins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the team they're supposed to be. Okay.
81-16 to Bogalusa.
Okay, yeah, but don't even bring that up.
But what Captain Shreve did last night too, they really did a great job taking Deuce out the game.
How do you take Deuce out the game?
You boxing one them.
But you're boxing one. The Tig played? Or they went with the Miles brothers at guard?
The Miles, they kept it what they've been doing all year. You know?
What about my man Percy? What's up with Percy?
I felt like they did a great job game planning for him.
Okay, so,
because of
all right, so then listen.
They made Percy shoot the ball. Like, I saw Percy shoot a 3-pointer. Like, he's not comfortable shooting threes. So, like, they made them exploited their deficiencies, what they don't do well.
Okay, I was trying to save it for last, but we could get right to it.
Yeah.
Because you're telling me almost like my man got out coached last.
I ain't say that.
But not
you said
like
it. You said it.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, you said it, not me.
I'm trying to like interpret what you're saying. Not to say they got out coached, but Captain Shreveport had a real good game plan.
Yeah, they had a great game plan.
So the same team that they had a great game plan for, which was the St. Aug Purple Knights.
Yeah.
And they executed this program, this game plan.
Yeah.
With the same Purple Knights that beat the Caw Cougars.
Yeah.
And the same team that had a great game plan for St. Aug and won have to play Caw next week.
Right.
I mean, if I'm a betting man, where I'm going with that.
But the difference is.
Thinking, I know that was good.
What you say? But yeah, it's good. But the difference is, and
no, you ain't like
that Caw team.
I'm gonna let Geno finish.
Let him finish.
That Caw team doesn't play just through that guard. St. Aug, most of the offense comes through.
Good point.
Comes through Deuce.
It's rolling tonight.
Yeah, I watch a lot of basketball.
I don't make matchups. Correct? Brand correct.
Yeah.
So are we talking that like St. Aug and Caw have the same style?
No, it's not. It's totally two different styles of basketball.
We're not looking for Captain Shreve to have the same game plan against.
True.
Well,
we just saying that coach being able to make an adjustment team that actually beat Caw.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying, they slowed a team down that actually beat them. So
yeah, but see that Caw team, you can be like, this their identity, this what they do well.
Right.
But then the next game, like, hold up, they didn't show me this last time.
Yeah. You right.
Like then, Caw have so many different lineups they could go with too. When you see St. Aug, it's gonna be Deuce, Donnie,
that's a good point.
Javardis,
that's a good point.
Percy, and Abe Taylor.
That's a good point.
So I have a question.
With
that being said, because we were talking about the identity of St. Aug and what Captain Shreve does.
Yeah.
What is Caw's true identity?
True
I don't
identity?
think they got one.
Caw? What's Caw identity?
Yeah, I would say, what's their true identity? I don't think they have one.
Second to none.
That ain't what the man meant, bro.
Second to none.
That ain't what the man meant.
When in doubt, second to none.
Yeah. Knock it
Second,
off.
second
His
to none,
toy
bro.
showing
Second
right
to
now.
none.
Stop.
But listen.
We're talking about basketball. Stop.
Listen, I can tell you what their identity is. Like I told Kev last night. After the game, I told Cal what the weaknesses was for the teams, but we don't know who watched this right now.
Javier said, Coach Javier on, he said defense is the
Nah,
identity. That's cap.
I ain't lying. Listen.
That's In my opinion, identity.
I don't really like to give people identities out because of like they about to play a big game. Like so, all right, that's I can't do it. I can't do it. Why we gonna help Captain Shreve? Why would we help? Why would we help Captain Shreve?
Right?
That watching this.
You don't know that?
That is a Homer.
watching this.
That is a Homer conversation right there.
So the first show we did, we had what like one of the posts had like 18,000 views.
Yeah, 1,800.
So you don't think that got the Shreveport somewhere?
Man, no, they ain't got the street.
Oh man, come on, man! You hear this man here, bro?
Do that. That's fine.
You know,
I'll do it
listen.
myself. I'll do it myself. I'm gonna say this, Coach Geno.
What you say?
Identity of Carr.
What you say?
Is the fact that they don't have one, and that's what gives them an identity. You can't really game plan for them. I watched the Carr Cougars play against Carver. If you would have thought about that game before it started, I would say Carver would have mopped them just for the simple fact that they play harder than them.
Right.
Now, talent-wise,
Carr
they play harder than
But
them.
Carr plays hard. They're a scrappy team.
Okay,
They're very scrappy.
I'm not gonna say they're not.
They
But
get a lot of paint touches.
the difference that game was that T. Howard went to that goddamn 2-1-2 half court press, and Carver couldn't score.
He just told you that's their identity. But if I do something extremely well,
Now, you bet no.
True. Hey, look, hold on, wait.
But I'm saying-
Identity doesn't just say
but
I
no.
do something well.
But okay, so
everything.
I'm saying, but when you look at
but whoever that was on the live, I don't
That's
know who
Coach
it was.
Javier.
Yeah.
All right, he just said defense. You just brought up a defensive strategy.
defense strategy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, but for instance, when you look at the Peabodys, when you think about Peabody, what you gonna say? Oh, they play hard. That's their identity.
That's the identity.
That's what they know.
Athleticism.
They known for playing hard.
Yeah.
And early on, this Carr team been speeding everybody up, forcing turnovers. That's what they've been relying on all year.
Okay.
But when you think that's what it is. Okay, cool. We gonna slow the game down. They're not gonna speed us up. Okay, cool. We gonna play you in the half court set now.
Pull up their schedule, Kev. Coach Geno.
who am I looking for?
Carl, you say that to me, and it's the same team that let multiple teams that you could say ain't better than them come in their building and get wins. Brother Martin, Jesuit, came in their building and got wins. But you tell
Add
me
it up
these-
what you need.
they
But
stand on
but
defense.
but when you get to Cali district play, that's the hardest district in the city in the state.
you can say that, yeah, it won the hard district in the state. Yeah,
So
you can say that.
anybody can win in tonight. So St. All let Brother Martin beat him. You think Brother Martin better team? You wait. You take
That's
it
a
too
good
long.
question.
You take it too long, Toe.
No,
We're
All right.
really asking this question.
I'm
I'm
sorry, Cal, not to cut y'all.
Like St. Aug at home right now. So.
they is at home.
But hold up, Brother Martin is too.
Brother Martin is too. Brother Martin
But
lost to Tioga.
also goes back to: do you think Jesuit better than Curtis?
No,
Jesuit beat him.
Jesuit beat him, yeah.
So
Okay,
it happens.
okay.
It happens.
It wasn't at Curtis, though, huh?
They beat him at Country Day.
Which brings me to my next point before I get off the call. Coach Geno got his call shirt
Yeah,
on.
bro. Yeah,
He's standing
they're showing
on
y'all.
business. Yeah, man,
Because guess what?
clap.
I'm
He's
wearing.
standing on business.
I'm wearing the same crew next Friday.
You are?
Yeah. Why not?
So, I've been getting smoke from the Call family because they won last night. Supposed to be buying them chicken.
Can I ask you why you thought Brahma was gonna beat him though?
I did. Because I'm about to get to it.
Okay, I'm just
I gotta
scared.
bring Uncle Pern in.
Gotcha.
So, I'm looking at the Call team like they play cute basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real cute basketball. Nobody really wants to play hard. It's all about being cute. And I didn't have them going to Rummel winning that game because they had just went to Rummel and lost that game.
And I
Lost the
beat
game.
you at Rumble early in the season.
Wait, was it at Rummel? It was Rummel
I
tournament.
played you at Rumble 3 times this year. You beat me once, I beat you once. Then come playoff time, I beat you.
All 3 games was at Rummel.
All the games was at Rumble.
Okay, good point.
And the first time I beat you at Rumble, I convincingly beat you.
The Call Cougars play cute basketball, in my opinion, but they're showing us that they could get scrappy. They could be dogs. They're showing us that. And me and Cal was talking last night, and something came up.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, Kev, they went to Rummel and got that win. Shout out to Rummel. Shout out to them for getting that win at Rummel. But this is when cute basketball shows up for the Call Cougars at home. Took some tough L's this season at home.
Yeah, you lost to Curtis at home. You lost to
Jesuit and Brother Martin.
Jesuit and Brother Martin. No,
Yeah.
you lost to Brother Martin at Brother
I
Martin.
told Kev to put up the schedule.
No, they
probably
beat
got
Brother Martin.
They beat Brother Martin?
Yeah, they
got
beat.
it up.
They beat Brother Martin?
They beat Brother Martin, right?
Give me them home losses, Kev, if you can see the difference.
They beat Brother Martin in overtime.
You sure? I don't think
Yeah.
so. No,
I see the latest Brother Martin game is an away loss.
that's what I'm saying. They lost to
that's
Brother
an
Martin.
away win.
They
win.
They
Okay.
beat him in overtime.
They beat him in overtime.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, that's an away loss, 38-52.
38-52. Brother Martin beat him.
Yes.
Because I remember
No.
seeing a video of somebody interviewed from Brother Martin from the game. He said we beat Brother Martin in overtime. Carl said we beat Brother
I
Martin.
told you they beat.
yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Carr beat Brother. That was a Jesuit loss.
That was
Hey,
Jesuit.
okay.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
I'm sorry.
He said they beat Brother Martin in
Hey,
overtime. My
Brian.
bad.
Carr beat Brother Martin.
In overtime at Brother Martin
I don't
too.
know
They
if it was
about to
overtime
walk
or
to
not,
the
but
goddamn championship.
The
to
score
Final
was
Four.
50-48.
They about to walk there.
It's not a fluke though. It's not a fluke.
He beat Evangel Christian 64-38.
So listen, Kev, when you chop this video up right here today, make sure you when you get to this segment, go to the very first show. And I told him call us a Final Four team, and you play
He
this
said
clip.
this on the phone earlier. He's right. Give him a hand clap. He's right. But it's still one more.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
call people, y'all on
Yeah.
my live. Y'all tagging me in posts. They got 20-some people on this live, so y'all texting people telling them to come join in. Like, y'all think I'm stupid. But listen, yeah, they think I'm stupid. They jumping me right now. They call themselves tagging me in buku posts and stuff. They at my top.
Yeah, I saw they had.
I ain't tripping. I'm
they
posting
had your
all
voice
that. I
on
love
one of
all
the- on-
that.
yeah.
Voiceover and everything. They should send me some bread if that voiceover get like 20,000 views. Send me a check. But
No.
send me a check. But listen, no, because car videos be doing views.
Yeah, they go
You might get
viral.
50,000 views.
They
on
go
it. Real
viral.
talk. Really, cause my voice on it. But listen, I'm gonna say this.
Boy, yeah.
Cute basketball at home against Captain Shreveport that beat a team that beat you. Y'all gonna walk up in there like it's sweet. It's a home game. Y'all supposed to pack the gym. Captain Shreveport just did that. Captain Shreveport just went to St. O and got a W. Captain Shreveport just went to Holy Cross and got a W. They done been down here 2 times this season and got wins coming all the way from Shreveport. They must got they must got a lot of money up there. That's a bus ride like hell. Like, you got to come to New Orleans 3 weeks in a row. Matter of fact, not even weeks. Days apart.
No, Holy Cross went there.
Holy Cross went down.
Yeah, Holy Cross went there.
I'm sorry, 19 to 14. So they
But
came down here. They got to come right back Friday.
St. Aug got great atmosphere, but that Shaw Kennedy game had everybody there last night.
Uncle Prone to get ready. I'm about to bring you in. Real talk. You got your call shirt on.
Yeah,
Give me
got
a
it.
point spread. Call mine is what?
That means if you go minus, that means Carr's the favorite.
Yeah, they are the favorite. I don't know why they
favorite?
not. They
Call mine is what? Call money line.
I feel like
what? Y'all comment that on
if we can run them off
Line
the
street.
If we can run them off the line, make them put the ball on the floor. I'm just saying. I'm talking.
Call shirt
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Do it.
He said we.
Hey.
Yes. Go ahead. You know.
He hasn't
Hey,
said
go
we
ahead.
all season.
Go
He
ahead.
said we.
Do
Bruh.
it. Do it. Stand on it.
Hey,
Go
we
ahead.
not in the playoffs right now. I got to go with the home team.
Go.
They in the Algiers. They where we from.
I love it.
They from
love
Algiers. They from where we from. Why not?
Dog.
Why not root for them?
Call mine is what?
I don't really like to put points on the W because if you in
Okay.
playoffs, if I got to hold a ball for 32 minutes and win by 1 point, I won. Won.
Would it be fake if I pick Carter win, or should I just keep going?
Boy, you pick Carter win. You might well get that Visa, MasterCard, whatever that is you got, and just tell them boys whatever kind of sauce you want.
Keep going against us because you've been giving us
Listen,
that.
I'm about to tell y'all something. I'm betting 50 cents, boy. I'm betting I'm 50 cents. That's not call me 49 cents. 'Cause listen, I will bring you out. I will bring you out. 35. I gave them smoke. They went on a run.
Yeah.
I should have been giving Landry more smoke. I might have would have helped them out. This see, they didn't make the damn playoff. I might have would have helped them out.
Nah. That's sensitive for me right now, bro.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
very sensitive.
But
for me right
basketball
now.
is basketball.
Yeah,
No
but you
feelings.
know, no feelings involved. You're
No
right. No
feelings.
feelings involved. You're right.
Call cool because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Before I get off here, and I'm about to get on St. John Kirby. We're gonna bring Uncle Pern in while we talk about Curtis. Geno. Kev, we ain't got a siren on there, huh? You got a siren on there?
No.
Because I'm going upset alert. Woo!
What, Huntington upsetting Curtis? At Curtis?
No.
Oh, I'm
Captain Shreveport
Oh.
in the Cougar Den. Captain Shreveport -4.
All right.
Talk to me.
All right, hold on, wait. Before you go,
Talk to me.
We have these conversations daily, and I talk to you about saying stuff and meaning it, or saying stuff just to like get reaction views and stuff. Do you really mean that? Do you really think that?
Boy,
come
Kev,
down
I've been
there?
doing LGTV for over 10 years, boy. I stand on what I see.
Okay.
I don't need to go the
Okay,
other way.
so
I stand on what I see. And again, I said what I said about Captain Shreveport coming here after having a great game.
Yeah, they
plan,
gone through the Calic League.
that you beat.
They beat 2 Calic League teams.
That's what I'm saying. And this team just beat Carr. St. Aug. These people then went in St. Aug with a game plan and won the game. And you mean to tell me that they're not going to come in Carr with a game plan, a team that ain't better than St. Aug? That's been proven already. All right.
So hold on, wait.
Just like if St. Aug would have won this game.
So you said team, but we can't just say the team just not better because St. Aug lost to Brother Markov beat them. So we just can't just say that.
How you would have felt about if St. Aug would have won that game playing against Carr?
I'm still taking
That's
call.
an easy money line.
I'm taking call. No, it's not an easy
That's
money
an
line.
easy St. Aug money.
No.
That's
On paper,
easy.
yes.
Nah.
On paper, yes.
I don't see it.
Easy.
On paper, yes. But how many
Yeah, on paper,
conversations?
that's easy. I'm taking
How many
that easy.
conversations have we had?
Most
like-
bets you see is on paper.
Hold on, wait. How many times have we had conversations? I said anybody can win a basketball game, and I
Yeah,
don't mean this
anybody.
disrespectfully. I mean, like, if you're hot that night, and
Uncle Prana,
you
come
may
on, stop
have-
walking this way.
and we have somebody in foul trouble on the opposite team, that there's a possibility that
That's
that
a variable.
this game-
There's a lot of variables.
Yes, there's variables. What was the flow of the game last night?
What the score was?
No, I said the flow of the game.
Flow of the game. Let's give Uncle Prana a hand clap right quick. He in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Unc?
Baby,
You know I call you one of the horsemen, man. We talking that car stuff right now. We talking basketball. We talking about the Division One with the Division One select. How many games you refereed this year?
Oh, 20.
About 20. You had call this year? You play seen call?
No, I do most of the girls.
Most of the girls.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do most of the girls.
Did you see call this year?
Yeah, I seen it.
What you think?
I was very impressed.
You impressed?
I was impressed knowing Carter history. I saw a different level of basketball. He's very, very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And Khalid, what's his name?
Khalil.
Khalil,
Ben Fisher's son.
he's the real deal.
Khalil the real deal. Got no junior, got a whole nother year.
Because I-
Aggressive basketball
I'm
doesn't
gonna say
sound
this,
cute.
With Khalil, and I'm not being biased, Khalil is like a Landry player.
Ooh.
He got that gangster mentality.
Yeah, I like that. No, I like that.
He got that
No,
mentality.
listen, I like that.
But what we don't know about Carl basketball coach Torrey was a great basketball.
Was a dog.
Legend.
He was the real
One of the
deal.
goats, no doubt for sure. I love T. Howard. Grew up watching him play. Always respected T. Howard. We don't never play with T. Howard.
Right.
But again, we on this call team for a second before we get off him because they've been giving me smoke, and I'm gonna stand on what I said. I don't see a championship run in this team. Now they could possibly get to the Final Four, and I ain't gonna say by accident. I ain't gonna disrespect. A run is a run, right? Captain Shreveport, Pop St. Aug, so they was able to get in there.
Yeah.
They handily beat Evangel Christian. They handily beat them, right? So we not gonna disrespect that at all. We're not gonna disrespect that at all. So, Captain Shreveport with an upset, Coach. What you think? You think I'm tripping?
No, I don't think you're tripping.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
watching basketball and officiating basketball, case in point, I was in Donaldsonville last night.
Okay.
They played Redville. Donaldsonville was favored.
Yeah.
Redville came in there. If you know Redville type of basketball,
Yeah.
you gotta beat them.
Yeah. Exactly.
These team, them boys,
They tough. They always
that's
tough.
Exactly right.
Always tough.
So the playoff. When I look at basketball, looking at playoff, I don't care if you're number 1 or number 25. See that night? That
Yeah.
good night?
Yeah, it can happen.
It could happen.
It can happen.
And
Yeah.
I watched Cole, and when I watched, and I heard Geno say something, I was impressed with their press.
Yeah.
They're so disciplined on their press.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody stay in their zone. You know, they ran their press well. I watched them at 35. I don't know who they played, but, man, I was like, I went to T. Howard. I said, bro.
Me too. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
When they beat Culver, that 1-2. I mean, it was a 2-1-2 or a 2-2-1.
The 2-2-1 half
Oh
court,
my
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Culver
Yes.
couldn't get. They couldn't do nothing.
Nah.
I tell you, T. Howard, what is
And
that? You gotta
they-
show me that.
They be swarming too.
yes, they was all
They active.
then it was a half court, like
Yeah.
a,
Hey,
almost
that
like a
don't
quarter.
sound cute.
They compress the flow when they
Yes.
That
do
don't
it.
It
sound
was-
like
it
cute
was awesome.
basketball.
Huh?
That does not sound like cute basketball.
No, it don't. It wasn't cute that day, but see, that's my problem, and that's what you got to understand about the word cute. Cute ain't every day. Pretty is every day.
Yeah.
Cute ain't. And they give you cute here and there, and I don't like it. But I'm about to get off them because 35 versus John Curtis last night. High scoring game, 82-7.
70, 82, 70.
Right? Shout out to the 35 Round Eagles. You know, I had them losing by a little bit more than that. I ain't gonna lie, I thought, because they play cute too. There a whole bunch of cuties over there too. Whole bunch of cuties over there. But they put up a lot of points last night. What y'all heard about that?
I didn't really get to watch too much of that game yet because I was watching earlier. I watched that Kennedy game again earlier because it was that good of a game.
Yeah.
But I just felt like they're the better team.
Yeah,
Curtis the better team. So and the work Biko and them been putting in all season over that, man, is showing.
What's the difference in what Biko doing, what everybody else not doing in the city? From what you see?
Pico keep his team together.
Yeah.
He don't allow them to intermingle with other teams.
Yeah.
He keep that chemistry. In a successful program, it's chemistry.
Yeah.
You can have all the superstars
Yeah.
you want, but without the chemistry, it's like putting a good gumbo together.
Right.
Is you got to have good chemistry. And what Biko do, he work with these kids all year long.
Yeah, he do.
If they're going to play, they're going to play for him. They're going to work out with him. Everything going to be done according to his will. And that's the key with them. And I tell you what, and he allowed their kids to mingle among each other.
Yeah, they got a strong brotherhood. But I got to say this too, though. I got to say this. If there were ever a time to possibly put Curtis on upset alert, this would be the week. Friday would be the day. We talking about a Huntington program.
Yeah, they gritty.
Coming in your building.
They're gonna push you on the floor. They're gonna dive on the
Huntington
floor.
is tough.
Yeah.
They keep a squad. They beat a Jesuit team that beat John Curtis.
Yeah.
Right? And not coming from the 9 seed, they went to Jesuit, handily beat them by 13 points. And now they got to come right back and play John Curtis. If there was ever a week or ever a game to put Curtis on upset alert, this could be it.
But see,
Yeah,
that's
you know
the
that
thing
game
too.
was
When
an
you're
overtime
traveling,
game, right?
You gotta factor all that in
That's
too,
true.
because of the year we played Huntington at Huntington, we beat them. It was a tough game.
Yeah.
Then a day or two later, we back on the road going to play Neville that year. So
Right.
you gotta factor all that in
That's
too.
true. That's true.
That all
That's
that-
them too. They
yeah.
coming down here Tuesday. Got to come right back Friday.
And it's like a 3.5 hour ride. Yeah. You should have called a school. Hey,
Stay
look,
down here, yeah.
we need to stay here.
Yeah, they should have. That would have been smart. It would have been smart to do that. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm seeing the difference in what Biko doing and what the city not doing. Now, can we say because he got these great, talented young players? Is the kids going to Curtis because of what they doing? Because a lot of them kids could kind of stay at these city schools right here. But I
Right.
like what Kerwin doing.
Yeah.
I like what Kerwin doing a lot.
I think, personal opinion,
Go ahead, say
I
it.
think Kerwin the best coach in the city.
Kerwin Forge is the
That's
best
my point.
coach in the city.
That's my personal opinion.
I like that.
Considering what he have to work with,
Yeah. That makes you a
he
great
get the
coach.
best out of his kids, man. Look at his past. I don't think he ever had a play over 6'2".
Kerwin.
That's solid.
That sound about right.
But if you play against him, you got to beat him.
You got to beat him.
You got to beat him.
If you let him stick around, he gonna figure it out.
Okay.
I mean, that's my point.
If
You
you
Wade,
switch-
my boy, and Mitch, my boy, and I raised all of them. But if you would ask me, Curry Forge.
If you was to switch Kerwin to St. L coach and St. L coach to Douglas, he not getting the same results out of them Douglas kids. Wade could coach.
Wade could flat out.
Wade could coach.
But but it's just something about curving that,
If Ford just had the Landry job, we got a better season?
we'd be in,
No, you don't know? That's a question.
we'd be in the playoff.
Okay. Okay.
We'd be in the playoff.
Okay. Geno, you agree? Maybe? Something like that?
I just feel like with that situation, it's just the youth show this year. That's all. They're just real young.
Talking about
The Landry
Buccaneers?
team, they're just extremely young. I
I
don't.
disagree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject with that.
Yeah,
I just think they was real young, bro.
I kind of disagree with that. I'm not going to lie.
We wasn't young last year. With
No.
my grandson, that point guard.
No,
Young.
how many
This is ninth
seniors?
grade.
How many seniors started with Darius last year?
How many? Didi.
Dita,
Did
Elijah,
Raheem,
number 11, Raheem,
and you had, what you call him, start a couple of games, maybe. Dante?
Dante was a senior. You had who else was a senior on that team? You had about 6, 7 seniors on that team last
How
year.
many seniors we had this year? Besides Chris and Melo.
Chris,
Melo, Jamal, only 3. That's the only 3 seniors. Everybody. So this year you got Woe, 10th grade, Cash, freshman, Rashad, 10th grade. What's BB, 10th grade,
Slide.
and Chris and Chris.
I think we got the best 10th grade class.
I'm saying, but you about to let Coach Geno slide talking like that?
Well, the benefit of the doubt, I hear what he's saying, but we don't make excuses.
No, we don't. But and
Can I go?
Darius not a regular kid. No, you know that Darius.
No, he's not regular at all.
People thought Darius was a senior last year.
Yeah, Darius not regular at all. He's not regular at all. Nothing about him is regular when he was at Landry last year. To be a freshman, averaging almost 19, 18 a game.
He scored 600 total points.
Yeah.
His freshman year.
Yeah, that was crazy. That big game against St. O. But I gotta be honest with you. I can't give you a pass for not making the playoffs this year. Talking about the Landry.
No, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
I mean, just from the standpoint on when you from your point when you said the young team,
Yeah.
right? The only thing I'm gonna disagree with is not too many people have the luxury of being able to have kids in the same in your program for 4 years.
Okay.
Right? Even 3, right? Melo, a 4-year kid.
No,
3.
technically, Melo started playing basketball last year.
But I'm saying he been playing since he been in the 9th grade.
No, he wasn't. Melo was in a
as a
he was
freshman?
he was in a band.
What about 10th grade year?
He didn't play at all.
He ain't play at all.
No.
you absolutely. You
Cab, did he play Cab?
I thought he did 10th grade year.
Did Melo play 19th grade?
I'm not certain about his 10th grade year.
Melo ain't play. Jamon played 1 year of high school basketball.
Technically, he did.
Okay.
He would have had last year, but he left because of the.
So Jamon technically played. He played 1 year of high school basketball.
Not too many people have those type of kids on their team, like big seniors.
Yeah.
Right? From a development standpoint, I think the ball was dropped a little bit, going from where you was at to ending up here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I just feel like, but like I said, the youth show. You know who else was in that situation? Carl was in that situation last year. They was young.
Okay. I don't really want to give him a pass either, but all right.
I'm just saying, same situation. They played. He played. T. Howard played all them 10th graders last year. Look at them now.
True, because you got maybe 4 seniors on that team. A lot of people coming back,
and only I think 1 senior star.
Yeah,
and
no,
2. And number 15. No, Foden haven't been starting. They've been starting 22.
Okay. And Ken Vaughn, number 15, he been starting. He's a senior as well. But again, I didn't really want to have. I just kind of looked at it and I was like, I thought the ball was dropped on this season.
Yeah, I feel like it's things that we could have did different early on, like just figuring out what worked with them. I felt like we started figuring out that with this team too late in the season, and early on in the season we dealt with injuries, the flu. Cash had some suspensions early on in the season, so we only played with the full team this year. Played 32 games, made our full team probably like 10 of them.
Yeah.
But, that's still not an excuse.
No.
It's not an excuse because that program. Because what we displayed this year is not Landry basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
So and I'm taking full accountability for all the coaches right now. That this season was on us and we let the community down.
Good hand clap. I like
Yeah, we let the community down this year, man. But I tell you one thing. Best believe we back in the gym already.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Back in the gym already. I like that, right? I'm glad you kind of cleared that up. I'm kind of glad you cleared that up. To get back in the bracket for a second, I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there because, you know, I ain't fake.
Mm-hmm.
And in my bracket for Division I Select, I pick Alexandria to win.
I saw you pick that. You pick that.
Shout out to the Curtis Patriots. Shout out to the Carl Cougars, the two home teams. I think Alexandria going to win the championship this year. Because if Carl win this game, they got to go to the Final Four. That's who they got to play.
Nah, Tioga not no pushover.
No, exactly. I'm about to say that, too. I'm about to say that, too.
You ain't about to say that.
Central Louisiana got smoked.
Yeah, they do.
Central Louisiana got smoked. That's Peabody. That's Tioga.
Yeah.
That's Alexandria. They got smoke up there, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't going to lie. It seems like they got a great team coming from the winter championship up that way almost every year.
Yeah.
So,
With that said, Tori, the success that we have down here is kudos. Because look at the radiance of our schools.
Too close.
Man, we have too many schools with the radiance within 6 blocks.
yeah.
Man, if you know where Alexandria is and people, that's 30 miles, you know. And
Yeah, that's not close.
The only school, you know,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
We have to shut a wealth, man.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
And I say it in every sport.
That's a
man.
good point.
Yeah.
We have
It
to
is.
shut
I like that, Coach
Well,
Parental.
it is.
I like that. That makes
You can
sense,
walk
though.
from Port of Landry. You used to walk from Landry to Walker, you know. The radius of
Then
our
you throw the military school right in the middle of both of them.
You got Norman right there. And all throughout the city.
Young audience.
You know, young audience. We fight for this talent. And that's why I give kudos to where we at in this city.
Right.
You know, because we have to shut a wealth.
Right.
But when you look at the radius of these
Good point.
up north and central,
That's a good point. Get out of hand, class. Oh, man.
Listen,
You just changed my life a little bit, though.
yeah, you know
Because
we have way too many schools here.
I be giving smoke to the kids. I be saying that they're not locked in.
Right.
Right? But when you think about stuff like that, I mean, it's hard for every school to have a good team if you battle in that battle.
Do you know that when
Me, big seven.
when Kennedy plays Holy Cross, they just walk up the street?
Just walk down there.
Why pay a bus driver?
Just walk down the street, huh? It's
Why
right
pay a
there.
bus driver? Like it's 2 blocks away.
2 blocks
Like
away.
why we?
And they call it the cheat code. They get anybody they want.
Come on.
So they get to just, stockpile of talent over there, just like they do in the country.
Yes.
Cause, what the team is up north, Neville and
Neville,
they like
yeah.
them. Yeah, it's like they ain't got no Landry close to them. They just ducked off in the country somewhere to get all the talent. And I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks how I've been feeling like, thank you, baby. I've been feeling like our kids are just not focused down here in New Orleans. They just not like. I'll talk to some kids Sunday at the park. We be at the park on Sundays. Talk to some kid that came from South Platte, and the daddy bring him out there to come hoop and stuff. Chance Foster is out there with his daddy Ernest, right? They on the court playing together. Ernest letting Chance be a man. Ernest is cursing. Chance is cursing, talking trash. They're on the same team, and they done won like 3-4 games, right? Chance is calling Dito out.
Yeah.
You in the blue hat? Come here. Come on the court. We didn't bucked it up. Dito didn't went out there. Like, Chance is going at him. But the kids from South Platte, they ain't saying nothing. They just being cute. And I'm looking at him and I said, dog, like, that's the difference between kids that ball out and kids that don't.
Right.
Y'all won't be cute. Y'all ain't come out here with no fierce, no attitude. And you got Barry. Chance buried him. They couldn't do nothing against him. He hitting threes, talking noise, the whole 9 yards. And I look at that and I say, where is that in the city? Like, you see that far and few between where you see a kid that actually care about being good at his craft. And they stand out when you get them.
Right.
Khalil is standing out that card. You see the true, I give a damn in every play. We don't see that in the Booker T kids. I don't see that in the 35 kids. I'm not seeing it. Like, it's cute basketball. That's why I be saying the smoke I be saying about Carl. Because a lot of times it's just, we make our shots, we straight. Coach is going to tell us what to do. Where's the true dog? Where's the leadership? Where's the one that's going to grab the team and get on everybody? I'm not seeing it enough, but I'm seeing it in all these out-of-town country teams. I'm seeing it in them. I'm seeing it in their spirit. I'm seeing it in the way they attack it. So what you think about why our kids are just so not focused down here when it comes to sports?
That's a good question. So It's a lot of distraction. Let's put that in perspective.
Yeah, and that's the biggest
Autograph.
part.
Yeah, we have a lot of distractions. That's why we have to balance.
Stop watching OG Murder and Keith Carroll. How about that? Let's start there.
We got to balance because we have
Let's
so
start
much.
there.
We have so much attraction. Our kids could be out 3:00 in the morning and can go somewhere and dance and that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You ain't doing that up north. You ain't doing that nowhere.
No, you're
That's
not.
true.
You know, we have a lot, and then our kids now, man, is so influenced by so many negative influence.
Yeah.
When they got people like you and you know, gravitate to these kids and try to bring them in, and then you got this outsider
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
know, say, bro, you don't have to do that. And then they'll still get on the basketball
Yeah,
court
yeah.
because, and I'm gonna keep it real, because a lot of them playing these kids, they're not doing well in school, but you know, because of my personal thing,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still gonna allow you to play.
Yeah.
No, we got to put a heart to this stuff.
Yeah,
bro.
start standing on
We got
business.
to start
Yeah.
standing
Right.
on business because let's get ready for the real world.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have always been telling you all your life, guess what? God got a door open for you. You know, and look where you're at now, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You done this college and
Yeah.
you done done this show on every level. And you are a great example, you and Geno, to other kids. So
Yeah.
it ain't how many kids you reach, it's about the kids you reach that gonna reach other kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And this is the problem we're having.
Yeah.
We're having in the city as coaches. I told I would never coach again.
Yeah. Getting away, you never.
1997, God is my witness. I was coaching Fox, Tracy, Lil Ronnie,
Yeah.
Lil T, Terrence Young, all the, my son was on my bench.
Yeah.
Slick on them.
Yeah.
We was undefeated.
Come on, man.
I never seen a parent at a game, too.
Yeah.
Never. I never seen a parent.
Hey, bro.
So we playing Lake Show at Gurner Brown. And man, behind me, all these parents, Lake Show putting it on us, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the kids and I'm looking at the parent. I called timeout, nephew. I got in the middle of the floor. I said, let me tell y'all right now. See all them voices? Either y'all tell them to move or we gonna forfeit the game.
Yeah.
Bubba was there. Tell them to move. We gonna
Sit
forfeit
right behind
the game.
y'all. Yeah.
Because guess what? Ain't but one voice you're going to hear. That voice that you've been hearing the whole year.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
God, take the breath out of my body. Boy, we beat the hell out of Lake Show.
Come on, y'all came back and win that game?
Yeah, because you're going to do it now. So, that was my man right there. I'm talking about the parents. now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The parents is too much involved.
They are.
Because if my child going to play for you, first of all, you and I going to have this conversation.
Bruh.
You, look.
Bruh.
You his daddy right now.
Right.
I gave it to you.
I trust you with it.
Whatever you say, go. And I let my child know that. You're not going to pout. You're not going to disrespect your coach. If you do, take him in the bathroom and handle your business.
I got the AAU program.
Yeah.
And I got my big kids right there at the Fisher.
Right.
We had a whole season last year. And some of them boys, I ain't seen their mama one time. I ain't talked to them. You mean tell me your son is around me 3 days a week? I'm dropping him off in the project. You ain't never even called me to be like, hey, coach, what's your name? What you got going on? My child is with you.
Exactly.
I mean, ask my wife. It was like 7, 8 dog. I ain't never talked to their mama the whole 4, 5 months we was together. You talking about months, bro? Child calling my phone. Coach, gonna pick me up for the game. Go pick me up for practice. Can you bring me home? Not a problem. Ain't talked to mama, daddy, nobody for months. I'm like, what is this? My wife, the way we rock,
He said, what is
you can't even get on the team unless I talk to somebody.
Right.
You can't even get on the team.
Yeah.
You can't go to practice. You can't do nothing until I talk to someone who's in charge to find out what's going on. My child is with you. But
Right.
if you watching the kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so you are absolutely right about the Uncle Parental parents. Y'all got to do a better job, bro. Like, for real, because I think that's kind of where it starts, where I see this lack of focus in our children, because it's almost like, well, mama don't care. She ain't asking no questions. Why should I care?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to train. Training costs money. Well, I ain't even going to ask my mom because she's going to be like, well, I ain't about to pay for no training.
Right.
Not to say she ain't got it.
Right.
She just like, well, I don't care about
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could get better at my game, but now I can't because I can't train. So when I do try to go to tryouts, I'm not even about to make the team.
Yeah, I'm behind.
I'm the furthest thing from it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm influenced the one that do play not to play.
Right.
Now I won't feel left out.
Right.
So we got a real cycle of BS that go on with our children. And that's why I hold them accountable more than I talk to coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to get on here and be like, coaches ain't doing their job, coaches ain't doing this. I'd rather challenge the kids.
Right.
I'd rather look at them and say, hey, man, what are you doing? Like, what type of focus do you have towards this thing? Because right now, I ain't gonna lie, we losing, bro.
Well, I'm glad you say that. I was at a game. I was refereeing. Your kid would play. Let me tell you something, nephew. And this from the depths of my heart. I watched you coach, and I watched the encouragement he was giving to his kid. You said, you know what? No, we ain't win, but we getting better. Every time,
it's the small wins.
Yeah.
It brings chills to my body because, well, let me tell you something. There's a preparation.
Yes.
You at your level, it ain't about winning and losing.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a preparation
Yeah.
for the next stage.
Yes.
For when that time comes,
Right.
I know how to accept
Exactly.
this defeat.
Right.
And then I know what to leave on the floor.
Come on, man.
And that's what you was building
Yes.
in them kids. I seen it for myself. And
I
that have
appreciate
always been my aim and objective.
Yep.
To build character, bro.
That's what it's
Yes,
about.
sir.
I told my son when he was playing ball, I get in the car with him. I said, let me ask you this. First of all, did you give it your best? He said, yes. Did you have fun? Yes. That's all I need to know.
That's all
That's it.
If you left it out there on the floor, that's fine with me. Because I told the kid the other day while I was refereeing, you ever saw JPS All-Star team?
Yeah. I seen him.
Man, they are the real
Yeah, I saw him.
deal.
Yeah,
I
they
saw
are
him.
When they
good.
played this team, St. John,
Okay.
they got LeBron and St. John team so good.
Come on.
I pull him on the side, say, to talk to you.
I think I know you're talking about, too. St. John Prospects. I think I know you're talking about, yeah.
I said, guess what? There ain't nobody on this floor better than you.
Mm-hmm.
But as a team, they're much better.
Right.
And it's there to say, wow,
Yeah.
he needed that. I say, as individual, you could be on this team.
Yeah.
But as a team whole,
Y'all in trouble.
y'all in trouble. Because they're 12 deep.
Yeah, that JPRD team, take the
But
best kid from every park.
But at the same time, that little kid played his heart out. And his dad said, man, you brought a smile to it.
Yeah.
That's what we have
That's
to
what we
do.
got to do.
And I want to bring this in while I'm talking. I want to give a kudos to Rob Wallace because he took my grandson at 9 years old, bro.
Yeah.
And have Darius, he took him everywhere.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and I know you felt some kind of way when Darius decided to leave, and I want Rob to always know that, bro.
Yeah.
We indebted to him for what he done
Appreciate
with
that.
Darius.
Yeah, no
Right,
doubt.
Oh,
right.
yeah,
No
man,
doubt.
because,
No
you
doubt.
know.
Get out of hand clap.
Rob is Maurice of my son, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I coached them boys.
Watch them boys grow up.
Right,
man.
but guess what? I'm a realist at the same time.
Yeah, we got to keep it a
We got
beam.
to keep it 1,000,
We
bro.
got to keep it. I like
love
to
them
say
boys.
this. I like to say this, and I'm glad you brought that up. People just got to stop being sensitive about things. I like to say this. When we're inside, anything
Right.
could be said.
Right.
Exactly.
When we're inside. So if we in the school and I'm telling you I think you suck or whatever, we're inside. All that's fair game. Saying if you grew up in your house with your brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
you say anything inside. But once we go outside, it ain't that. You can't say what I could say.
No.
We've been and jumped you.
Yeah.
Right.
My brother could be sad, but you ain't about to call him.
That's
I'm
right.
about to pick
That's
him.
right. That's
You
right.
about to play with me.
That's right.
Because you ain't about to say nothing about my brother. So now we outside.
Right.
So when we outside, Landry the best team in the world.
Right.
When we inside,
Right.
we got a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When we in the community, we got a lot of problems. Once you step across that water, we the best team in the world.
Yeah.
And I think people kind of get away from that. And Rob is a person that gets sensitive when you give criticism.
Yes, he does.
He be like, oh, you talking about me, you hating on me. And I'm like, no, coach, we inside.
Right.
We could do this type of stuff inside. I don't go across the river and say
No.
this, that, and
No.
third. But when we inside and I see
We
something, I'm
family.
gonna call it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people got to kind of get off that. Before we move on, because we got a few minutes left for the show, we are skipping to some of the city teams that's in the playoffs. We got two more teams. We got
De La Salle still
De La
playing,
Salle in
yeah.
the playoffs. 4 versus 5. They play last year at
Country Day
Renaissance
still in the playoffs.
on the 6th, which is Friday. And then we got Metairie, Country Day playing St. Louis Catholic on Friday.
Yeah.
And if I'm looking at this correct, both of them play at home.
Yeah, they both should win.
Both of them play
They
at
both
home.
should win.
Country Day gonna be at home. De La Salle gonna be. Let's get out of hand right quick, man.
Both of them got top seeds though. One of them, I think, Country Day number 1, right?
No, Country
Calvary
Day
Baptist
is 3.
Yeah, Calvary Baptist 1, Dunham 2. Yeah, so yeah.
Is Dunham the team with the quarterback?
Yeah,
kid,
Elijah
right?
Haven.
So they looking at that to probably be 1 and 2. I think Country Day could pop them. No, they can't pop them. What about? Ain't nobody beat T.J. Jamison and Calvary Baptist.
Country Day beat them last year.
Country Day beat them last year.
That's how he got the ring. I just feel like that Dunham team is really, really good this year. And that guard. See, people just overlook the guard. Like, yeah, Elijah because he's the number 1 player in the world.
Right.
But that guard, he's a senior. When they play St. Aug, oh my God.
Come on. Hey, I got to give a shout out right quick. I can't forget. Cass Antoine.
Okay.
Played for Call last year.
Yeah.
Family moved out there to Dallas.
Dallas.
She playing the prep school thing. She's been nominated for High School Hoops Award. Let's get out of hand clap.
Oh, that's what's up. That's big.
My man Chris here, another one that gets sensitive a lot when you make comments. Chris Price, the head coach for Call right now.
I haven't met this guy yet, but he followed me on Instagram.
Chris might be.
No, he older than me.
You older than you?
I graduated 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping, Geno. I don't know why I be having you before Katrina. You
Nah,
after Katrina. I don't know why I
nah.
do that. I'm sorry. So I know Chris is before Katrina. Chris got to be like maybe 02.
Yeah.
Oh, so
somewhere around there.
So he graduated with Bryce them probably.
Yeah,
one of them.
he online calling me a hater because of my comments for the call team.
Yeah, I saw he posted it on his page.
Yeah.
Talking about pack the gym and stuff like that.
Yeah. I thought that was cute. But at the same time,
you got a lot of beef with these call people, bro.
I like it. You go with the I like it. Because again, sensitivity, I don't do well with sensitivity.
Yeah.
I just got to be totally honest with you. Like, if you get sensitive with me, I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
Because you showing me you ain't built for this.
Yeah, I know I won at that point. I know I won.
You in the sports world, but I don't know why I got to keep explaining this, though. There is no feelings in sports. Stop doing that. You talking about people get paid millions of dollars to play sports, lose, and people talk about them. And them dudes go home like, I don't care because I'm rich.
It's an opinion, man.
No feelings.
You're not supposed to.
I'm going to say it, I'm going to leave it alone. This is why there's no feelings in sport. Everybody going to agree with this. Uncle Pern, if you played basketball, football in your day, if 1,000 people watch you play, 500 of them said you were sad.
500
of them said you was good. That's it. It's opinionated.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about. If I'm a coach and they say, "Oh, coach, you don't Tori, you this, you that," the same amount of people that say I can't coach.
The other half will say, "Oh, I think Coach So do a great job."
Be no feelings involved. I see when I call people get in their feelings. I'd be like, "Y'all just suck at doing this," because at the same time, Cass Antoine leave. You had some seniors graduate, so the girls team was gonna take a hit, right? Chris got a little smoke for it, and he swear to God, people set his house on fire. It's not that serious. The same thing with the Call basketball team. I'm saying that they play cute basketball, and they won, and I'm being called a hater. But I know this for a fact. Had you would have lost to Rummel, I would have had to look for you in the daytime with a flashlight.
Yeah.
Talking about you want your chicken that we bet. That y'all would have lost.
But you know what they say. If my mama had a penis, she'd be my dad.
Yeah. You right. But I'm saying, though, they want to give smoke and they don't want to receive it. Which, let me close the laptop. Our basketball talk is over before we leave, Uncle Perna.
You know, I'm listening to that.
A couple of weeks ago, man. What you thought about what happened out there that Saturday, bro?
No, Nanta.
Yeah. What you thought about that, man?
Wow, I guess God is always in control. I'm out there as usual on my court with my school, New Orleans Military Multi-Time Academy. So we out there 9 o'clock. Landry shows up at 9:45. Grand Marshal, who was Leo Pollard, Senior, give everyone the assignment where they ought to line up at on Holiday and Fiesta.
Mm-hmm. Where they always at?
Where they always at. So, out of respect, because United States Marine Band didn't show up, they put our band first. That's out of respect for the military.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, we lined up first, and Leo giving everybody their thing. So Leo gave everybody their position.
Yeah.
He had to go back down to judge to non-top.
Yeah.
Because he had to go back down there to make sure everything.
Talk about your people, Geno. Go ahead.
Make sure everything.
I don't
was
go to
in
nine
place.
time. I don't go to 9 time.
Make sure everything was in place. So we coming out on the street. Me and my boy on the court. Leo said, "Man, I'm about to put them out this parade." Leo, what you talking about? He said, "Bro, they done it again." They done what? They went in front Landry. What happened? Car refused to come to Holiday and Fiesta, so they won't join it right on General Maya.
Which is cool.
Which is cool,
That's
but
cool.
just get behind the band
that's
you're
cool.
supposed to get behind.
Yeah, that's cool.
That ain't no problem with that.
Yeah.
Get behind the band. So they got in front Landry.
Yeah.
So when they got there, Leo asked them to be put on the side and let Landry get in their rightful position.
Yeah.
Oh, the parents went to going.
Yeah.
It was the parents. It wasn't the kids. It was the parents.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I gotta be.
It's never the kids. Nothing.
And see, but that's the same one. That's the same people that's saying that nobody was being disrespectful to them. Was being disrespectful to Landry. Oh, we wasn't saying nothing. We wasn't doing that. And the kids are standing there holding their instruments, trying to battle, and the parents are saying disrespectful things to the Landry band that's passing. I had a problem with that because they the same one that came on social media and was defending that they was right for leaving. I'm like, so damn, you want your way every time? I was confused by that. I'm not gonna lie.
Then what happened the week before? They all met at Judge. All the band directors and stuff, they met there and they gave them their position. And they basically told Carl, what you guys done last year, we allowed it. We let you, come in there. But that ain't the procedure. You need to come to Holiday and Fiesta.
Right.
So, and I want to say this while we're on record. Kudos to Carl and their football program and all they doing well. But let me say this. The foundation of Algiers is Lord Beaconfield High School. Let me make that known to everybody. The foundation of Algiers is Lord Beaconfield High School.
Geno, why you didn't clap? Geno didn't clap, y'all. Saw that.
And I want to say this. See my nephew here? My nephew here, you know why I love him? He represents his school. And I always tell him that. He represents. What people don't know, two brothers stayed in the same house. One went to Landry, one went to Walker. And that's what I like what he stand up for.
That's
I always
best friend right there.
But the way he talk, and I say this with emotion, Bubba tell you this boy sound just like his dad.
Hey.
See what that. Look. His daddy will come in your house, eat all your food. But when he cross them lines, you in trouble.
Right.
Gerald Keno Davis would have been in the NBA if he wouldn't have died at an early age. I'm telling you what I know.
I appreciate that.
I'm telling you. Hey, this boy was the real deal. State championship in 1976.
With a buck, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
77, right? 77, 76,
no,
77.
76.
Okay.
Because I was supposed to be the point guard, but I was acting up at school.
He said, Nairobi ain't stealing, huh?
No, he's still. He said, don't worry about it. I got you. That was my ace boom coon. He would come to y'all, but when you cross them lines, and guess
real,
what?
Yeah.
He'll come to y'all to tell your mama. Very respectful.
Yeah.
Say, Mom, I'm going to take it to him. I'm telling you the truth, bro.
I'm sound like boo, I'm big.
I'm telling y'all the love.
That's how my son is. That's the boo talk trash like that. I appreciate you saying that,
keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate that,
You know,
I appreciate that,
don't let
no
nobody
doubt.
discourage you. Like you said, one day they love you.
The next day they hate you.
That's right.
You never gonna have 1,000 people to say, "Well, I like him," Even though what you're saying is true, people got to learn how to accept criticism.
Especially when it's about sports.
Yeah, you gotta embrace
Especially
it.
when it's about sports.
That's
I ain't
your
gonna
gift.
lie, bro.
And I'm saying this to my Tara, Rob, Maurice. I love you guys.
Yeah.
And man, and look, y'all made history, bro. Landry
did.
not making the playoff.
That's
history.
That was funny. You said that up there with the
That's my
I
guy,
didn't
bro.
expect that.
Hey, that's my guy.
Hey, bro, listen. Spittin' the Game with Identity brought to you by Parental. Give us a hand clap right quick there. I got my other OG, Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob, come get the camera right quick. Come get in the camera right quick. Always a pleasure. Coach Geno in the building. Uncle Perna, we got Uncle Bubba in the building. Gold Standard Productions, NL Jizz. Y'all know what it is, man. Spin the game without a G. We off this thing. Can't hit
Yes,
the button.
Yeah, man. Just great conversation. That's all.
You gonna keep it wet in the
Friday at 30. Boy, be there.
That's it, G.
Yeah, all love, man.
I don't know where I'm going Friday.
I know you got all these home games. I know. So you know what?